Today's video is about a young man named David who was an overthinker and had a habit of obsessively analyzing every situation. Once upon a time in a bustling city, there lived a man named David who was known throughout the neighborhood as David the Overthinker. David had a habit of obsessively analyzing every situation, constantly worrying about the past and the future. His mind was like a turbulent river, never finding calm. One day, as David sat in his cluttered apartment, surrounded by stacks of books, unfinished projects, and tangled thoughts, he received an unexpected invitation from a wise Buddhist monk named Arahant. The invitation was simple: join me on a journey to find peace in the present moment. Intrigued, David decided to accept the invitation. He met Arahant at a peaceful garden filled with colorful flowers and the soothing sound of a babbling brook. The monk, dressed in saffron robes, greeted David with a warm smile. "David," Arahant said kindly, "I see that your mind is filled with turmoil. Let us embark on a journey together to discover the path to inner peace." David eagerly agreed, and they set off on a journey through the countryside. Along the way, Arahant shared teachings about mindfulness and the art of being present. He encouraged David to let go of his constant worries and to embrace the beauty of each moment. As they traveled deeper into the forest, they encountered various challenges: a raging storm, a narrow bridge, and a dense thicket of thorns. David, being an overthinker, couldn't help but worry about each obstacle, imagining all sorts of worst-case scenarios. Arahant patiently observed David's anxiety and said, "David, remember that the storm will pass, the bridge will hold, and the thorns will not harm you. But your worries are like carrying these obstacles with you, even when they are no longer present." David reflected on these words and realized how much of his suffering was self-inflicted by his constant overthinking. He decided to try Arahant's teachings and focused on the present moment, allowing his worries to drift away like leaves on a stream. With each passing day, David's mind grew quieter. He marveled at the simple joys of life: the rustling leaves, the chirping birds, and the warmth of the sun on his skin. He discovered that by being fully present, he could find peace within himself. One evening, as they sat by a campfire under a star-filled sky, Raj turned to Arahant and said, "I have spent my life overthinking, never truly living. But thanks to your guidance, I have found the beauty of the present moment." Arahant smiled and replied, "Raj, the past and future are mere illusions that can steal our happiness. The true treasure is the present, where life unfolds. You have learned to let go of the burden of overthinking and have found the liberation of the present moment." Raj returned to his city a changed man, no longer burdened by the weight of overthinking. He shared Arahant's teachings with his friends and neighbors, helping them find peace amidst their own struggles. And so, the story of David the Overthinker's journey to liberation became a lesson for all, a reminder that in the stillness of the present moment, one can find the freedom from the prison of overthinking and discover the true essence of life. Overthinking is commonly associated with generalized anxiety disorder and is characterized by the tendency to worry excessively about several things. Overthinking changes the structure and connectivity of the brain, leading to mood disorders. Therefore, it can lead to mental illnesses such as anxiety, stress, and depression. Moreover, it can decrease your energy to focus and can affect your problem-solving and decision-making power. Overthinking often stems from dwelling on past mistakes or worrying about things that you cannot change. Instead of berating yourself for things you might regret, try working toward being more accepting and compassionate of yourself. The two basic things that underlie overthinking are stress and anxiety. Apart from these two, issues with one's self-esteem and self-doubt are other common causes of overthinking. Highlighting the pandemic situation, social distancing has caused us stress and anxiety. And anxiety is a natural response to fear. The way you respond to your thoughts can sometimes keep you in a cycle of rumination or repetitive thinking. Rumination can often cause negative consequence-trusted source to a person's mental health. The next time you find yourself continuously running things over in your mind, take note of how it affects your mood. Do you feel irritated, nervous, or guilty? What's the primary emotion behind your thoughts? Having self-awareness is key to changing your mindset. If you find yourself overthinking, stop and take up a hobby or try to do something else to stay away from troubling thoughts. Listen to your favorite music to distract your mind from negative thoughts. Challenge your negative thoughts. Remind yourself that your thoughts are not facts. Every thought you have will not be truthful, accurate, or even realistic. Learning how to reframe them in a more positive way can help relieve the tendency to overthink. When you find yourself overthinking, challenge these thoughts. Ask yourself if they are realistic. Consider alternative scenarios. It can be difficult at first, but learning to call out your own overthinking can help you learn to replace negative thoughts with more helpful ones. The brain is constantly churning out all kinds of thoughts, but thinking is a two-way street. While the brain may offer numerous or near-constant thought suggestions, it's ultimately up to us to decide if we accept them. You don't have to take every alarming thought that pops into your head as truth. In fact, you can use those overthinking moments to question and fact-check what's true, so the worried thought doesn't have as much power over you. Overthinkers often focus on the past, expending energy on what-ifs and should-haves. Those who understand how to not overthink know that the past is just that. It can't be changed. The only thing you can change is the meaning you give to it. Letting go of the past means you don't let your mistakes control your future decisions, and you don't let bad things that have been done to you control your emotions. You forgive others and let go of your anger. It's one of the most significant ways you can change your story. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others who may benefit from these insights. Thank you.